morning, Dragon. Have a great day.
Good morning, Dragons. I'm Mr. Salerno, and this is Flame, and we want to welcome you to the news of Camelot. Today's Thursday, September 10th, 2020. Might be a little rainy today, Flame. Highs in the lower 70s, mid 70s, but the good news is we will still have 12 hours and 41 minutes when the sun is out. Before we get started, we'd like you to take a moment to put your hand on your heart and say the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now pause for a moment of silence. Thanks, Dragons. And that awesome introduction is from our building custodian, Mr. Van. Mr. Van does so much for Camelot and the community. He fixes things, he maintains things, he cleans a lot on the inside, he keeps the grounds nice and clean on the outside. He's always there for us, and we're glad he took time to tell you, good morning, Dragons. If there's something that you want to do to say hello to us, whether it's send a video or even a sign or a letter, please, by all means, send it our way and we'll be sure to put it on the news. You might have noticed, Flame, that Mr. Van had a nice blue t-shirt. And what were we talking about, Flame? That's right, we were talking about how that blue t-shirt made us think of the Friend of Flame. And the Friend of Flame segment is one of our favorites during the week. Check this out, Jack. We were trying to feed some of our feathered friends, and Flame said, well, wait a minute. One of my friends is on that bag. It's the blue jay. So we're going to highlight the blue jay today with this big bag of seeds. We have this cool poster that we wanted to show you of what is a bird, right? And a bird is an animal that has feathers, warm-blooded, hatches from an egg, has a backbone, and it has a beak right there. Now, do you notice, Dragons, that in this poster, this blue jay has its mouth open? Isn't that interesting, Flame? Why do you think in this picture the blue jay has its mouth open? Because it does. Yeah, it is one of the noisiest birds in the world. Who knew? And it's definitely, as measured by scientists, the noisiest in Northern Virginia. Blue jays are so loud and so intelligent they can imitate other birds' calls. Isn't that crazy? And the number one predator of a blue jay, let's see here, the number one predator is a hawk. When the hawk gets close by, a blue jay can actually imitate the noise of a hawk. Here's another picture of a blue jay here, right? They don't get very big, but doesn't he look serious? Or she, and that's the fun part, Flame. We can't really tell too much the difference between male blue jays and female blue jays. Usually males are just bigger, but they look very, very similar. Blue jays, Dragons, blue jays are omnivores, which means that they actually can eat meat. Sometimes they'll eat some eggs, sometimes they'll eat bugs, but most of their diet is plant-based. So they're omnivores because they eat plants and meat. They eat nuts, seeds, and other kinds of fruit, you know? And if they're looking for things like acorns, blue jays, they gather them up, kind of like squirrels do, and they hide acorns for later. But check this out, Flame. Did you know that blue jays sometimes forget where they put acorns? They gather so many different things that they've been known to store them underground or in trees, and then they forget about them. And when they put them in the grounds particularly, they actually plant new trees. They actually plant new trees more often than any other bird in Northern Virginia. So we get a lot of our new trees from blue jays. I thought that was kind of cool. And if you were wondering, Dragons, if the state bird, if any state in the United States has blue jays as their state bird, this many. None. None. The cardinal gets 7. The blue jay got none. But there are some famous teams and colleges like the Toronto Blue Jays and the Creighton Blue Jays, and Johns Hopkins is close by. They're the Blue Jays. And you might have a team out there that you play for that are called the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays are very, very fierce too. They're very protective. They're very loyal to their families. Whenever they spot danger, they're very quick to do something about it. Thought that was kind of neat. And if you were wondering if we were low on Blue Jays, if they were something called endangered, they are not endangered. There are plenty of Blue Jays. They're not threatened. They're not endangered. They're what are called least concerned. We're least concerned because there are so many of them. We might have something a little later for you with trivia time, so if you caught any of that information, we'll be sure to share it with you. Dun da da da! It's time for the birthday box. I hope we can have a birthday on September 10th. And don't worry, Flame, we got one. At least we got one. And it's Tanish Doobie in 2nd grade. Tanish, happy birthday. That is wonderful. Now, this is actually interesting, Dragons. You remember the question of the day yesterday had to deal with family. And what do you do to make yourself a good family member? So, Flame and I were previewing our letter. Look at this. This is the back of a Kix box. Doesn't it look like that might be the other side? Right? It's a little orange on this side. And, as you know, Miss Flaherty loves to write to us. Look at that. She even found the side that says family. That's so great, Flame. She is very clever. Here's what Miss Flaherty had to say. Hi, Dragons. I came across this quote and wanted to share it with you. Okay. It's not enough to have a good mind. The main thing is to use it well. That is a good quote. You might have learned a number of things these first couple of days. Make sure you use this knowledge well. Have an excellent and respectful day, Dragons. Love, Miss Flaherty. And you know what, Flame? Miss Flaherty takes a lot of time to make these postcards out of cereal. If you, Dragons, want to showcase how you can make something out of a cereal box or a piece of cardboard, you can always mail it to Camelot. This is how Miss Flaherty addresses her notes to us. Make sure you put a stamp on it. And then it can get to us. I thought that'd be kind of cool. Or, if you want to do what we do now, the technology with Twitter, or you can email me, by all means. That is not a problem. Trivia time, Dragons! Trivia time! And if you're new to the show, on Thursdays when we would have our trivia time, we come up with a few questions, and we ask Flame if he knows the answer, and then we reveal what the answer is. So, we've got 4 questions here that Flame and I came up with. Let's see if you remember, based off of our friend of Flame, the Blue Jay. So let's start with this one. Blue Jays. Are they herbivores? Are they carnivores? Or are they omnivores? Which one, Flame? Watch this. Let's reveal what it says. They are omnivores. All right. They eat plants and they eat meat. All right. Blue Jays. Are we least concerned about their population? Are they near threatened, which means they're sort of coming off a little bit? Or are they endangered, which means that they're more in danger of going away? Which one, Flame? That's right, you were paying attention. Least concerned. We've got plenty of Blue Jays. Plenty of Blue Jays, especially here in Virginia. All right, how many states have the Blue Jay as their state bird? How many states have the Blue Jay as their state bird? 0, 3, or 7? No, Flame, not 7. 7 was cardinal. There are 8 states that have cardinal, but the Blue Jays actually have 0. Poor Blue Jays. No respect from the state bird land, but that's okay. We still think that they're majestic and a lot of fun to be around. All right, the fun question. What do Blue Jays hide and then forget about? Sometimes they forget that they hide these things in the ground or in trees. Do they forget that they've hidden their eggs? Do they forget that they've hidden acorns? Or do they forget that they've hidden grasshoppers? I don't know the last time I forgot about hiding a grasshopper. I never forget about that. So you're right, Flame. They sometimes forget about acorns. And that's why we have some trees. Dragons, our question of the day is a fun one. It has to deal with the acorns and the Blue Jays. Is there something that you forgot about that you suddenly remembered? You're like, oh, that's right, I forgot to take out the trash. And then you go and do it. Or, oh my goodness, I forgot to pack my charger. Don't forget to pack your charger, Dragons, especially if your laptop runs out. See if you remember something that you might have forgotten. And if you do, and it does come to you, write it down so you won't forget. That's our big tip for today and our question of the day. So on behalf of Flame, I'm Mr. Salerno. We hope you have a marvelous Thursday, Dragons, and we can't wait to see you tomorrow. Thanks, everyone.